Welcome to the world of 12, or specifically Incarnia. This will be a full English walkthrough of Wakfru, or Wakfru for short. I'll be explaining in this episode how combat and everything else works. First off, battle. Although the tutorial does a good job of explaining it on its own, I'm still going through my own way. These are movement points, attack points, and the end turn button. It starts you off with your fist, and then later gives you spells. By later, I mean now. Different spells do different things depending on enemy. This one has 0 resistance on everything, so the spell I use, so it doesn't really matter which spell I actually use. Although each spell does have its own damage score. The earth spell doing 6 damage, the fist doing 3. But it's not good to base your spells solely on damage. Sitting is an emote you can use to heal up quicker. Although you do forget about it after a while, after you find out what bread is. NPCs. And there are many NPCs all over the world. They give you quests, and those quests give you XP and items. This is mainly a fetch quest, teaching you all the classes. First off is a trapper class, allowing you to harvest from animals. Let it be known you can harvest more than seeds from animals. Harvesting from animals and other creatures will level up. Will give you the experience to level up that profession. In the world of 12, there is no spawning. If you can go to any island and kill any monster to the point of extinction, and they will not respawn unless you plant the seeds. It's the game's way of saying, you can grief all you want, just know that your destruction will have a consequence. This bar here shows you which quests you're on. It'll also tell you how to complete that quest, and how far you are in that quest. Fighting monsters gives you XP. When you gain enough XP, you'll level up, and you'll be able to buff up 1 point in one area. I'll go over that later. Using a spell in a fight will level up that move, giving that extra damage. Now to go over skill points. All of these pretty much speak for themselves, but I'll go over them anyways. HP levels up, increases your max HP by 4%. This is only the first point. Resistance levels up your defense. Barrier gives you a small shield. Heals received makes it so when someone heals you, you'll receive more health. HP and armor. This will both increase your HP and your armor. I recommend increasing your stats by your character and not by how I'm doing it. So you can see, I now have a small shield. Also, if you don't like how the heart looks like from down here, you can put it to percent, or comparison, or even blank. I've always played it like that, so I'll leave it like that. Once you're done with the quest, you go back to the NPC who gave it to you. They'll either tell you to do something else or give you your reward. And sometimes even give you another quest. Here we have Herbalists. The Herbalist profession allows you to receive plants, to take the fruits of plants all across the world 12. These, however, will only give you seeds, seeing how they're just tutorial plants. Outside of the tutorial world, plants will not grow this fast. There's a reason why this place is called the World 12. There are 12 different beings that live in it. And each one does their own special thing. Won't go over all of them, but I will show you what they can do. You can pause the video if you wish to read over them. These plaques here will give you will indulge you in parts of the story. I'm not going to read over them, but you can pause it if you wish. How sad. as I said before, you can pause to read them over. Yep. Oh. Now, onto the dojo. Here we'll be learning air moves. Alright then. I'll level these up afterwards. Ignore that. Right-clicking will show you the enemy's defense, health, and all their other statuses. This one is weak to air moves. Just FYI, no other creature will have these types of stats. This game has a backstabbing system, is basically what he's trying to say. You're able to do more damage by attacking from behind an opponent. Before I do, let me just level these up. This allows you to level up certain types of attacks. You can level up all points in damage, single target damage where you have to select a single type of enemy, area effect damage, melee, which is close ranged, which is ranged, and health, which speaks for itself. Lock. It makes it so people who are close to you have a hard time moving away. Dodge makes it so people who have lock have a hard time keeping you close to them. initiative. Make it so you have a higher chance of being the first one to start in a battle. Dodge and lock speaks for itself. AP and MP removal gives you a higher chance of taking away your enemy's attack points and movement points. AP and MP resistance makes it so it's harder for your enemies to do that to you. Critical hits increases the chance of getting a critical hit. Block increases your defense. Critical damage increases your critical damage. Damage from behind increases damage from behind. Berserker damage increases damage done when lower than 50% health. Heals increases the effects of healing spells. Resistance from behind increases defense from attacks from behind. And critical resistance raises defense against critical hits. You only receive these once you reach level 25. These statues basically describe to you all 12 roles you can play in the game. This one teaches you how to be a support. This one, you're not allowed to attack anything. Just so you're asking why I can't attack it, that's why. Now this is a level 1 dungeon. Level 0 technically. In dungeons, you have to clear out a room before you can move on to the next one. I never really understood this one. never really understood why this one's here. Action points are charged at the start of every turn. After this fight, you'll get your first items, which is when the game allows you to use your inventory. All items give you some sort of buff. At the end of every dungeon, there's an exit. Each species of the World 12 has a god named after their species. Area buffs. As in the name, they're buffs that apply when you're in a specific area. And field borders. Going into them have side effects. They're not always bad. But most times they're bad. Hi, Dolly. And the boss room. Block is applied when you're close to an enemy. It is counterbalanced by dodge, as stated up here. This is the first time they've given me trouble. Ever. So they die for it. Now that you've finished everything, you can now choose your character. First, lore. Now it's time to choose. This is gonna be the end. This is gonna be the end of this episode. I'll see you next time.